A huge signing for the Green Bay Packers as they re-signed Robert Tonyan. Now, a lot of people are like, well, he's not the greatest tight end. I'm like, but you, a quarterback wants confidence in his players. And Rodgers has confidence in Tonyan. The loss of Adams means Tanyan's probably going to be the number one target, more than likely. And this tight end class is strange in terms of I don't see a lot of tight ends probably coming late day 2. I see them coming late day 2, late day 2, day 3, because the first 2 rounds I just don't see any tight end that says pick him first round, pick him second round. Like there's just nothing there. But late day 2, day 3, I could see that actually happening. One of the more interesting moments, and it's a very sad moment if you're the Broncos, is that Mile High State in Power Stadium at Mile High for the Denver Broncos, their home stadium, caught on fire. Now this is unfortunate. We don't know the extent of the damage. The hope is that it's not too bad, so they can just fix it up as much as they can so they can play the season. But this is a big blow if you are the Denver Broncos, because your stadium just caught on fire. The hope is that it's salvageable and we can see where we go from there. Speaking about trying to salvage something, the Chiefs signed Corey Coleman. Coleman, a 27-year-old, has been out of the NFL for a year. He's been technically retired for a year, but he's been really in and out of the NFL for the last 4 years. And he is definitely trying to salvage his career. Going to Kansas City, this is a good spot for him after, as we'll talk about, the stuff with Tyreek Hill. And Coleman does have some speed and some size. This could help him. And this could help Mahomes as well. The Vikings agreed to terms with Zadarius Smith. It's a 3-year contract worth $42 million. A similar contract to what he would have signed in with, like, Chandler Jones would have signed. A very similar contract. 3 years. Decent money. Not anything crazy. About 14 million. 13, 14 million. So it works out, I think, for Zadarius Smith. The Cowboys have re-signed punter Brian Anger. 3 years, $9 million. We don't know if $9 million is guaranteed or if the $9 million is like, well, it's guaranteed $3 or $6 million. That's okay. Or, it could be up to $9 million. Alright. Normally you don't pay punters, but Anger, who's turning 33, did have a good season. He actually had his best season in a couple years. He actually looked like a capable punter. A guy no one wanted last year that the Cowboys got on the cheap. Now he's staying in the Cowboys for at least the next 3 years. The Packers signed vet defensive tackle Jaron Reed as the Raiders were signing Vernon Butler. So defensive tackles are coming off the board. The Cowboys are projected to talk to Akeem Hicks. I think that would be a good signing, but I have no further information based off on that. The Dolphins signed left tackle Terron Armstead, 5 years, $75 million. A great signing for the Dolphins. Absolute great. You need to protect Tua. Protect Tua. In order to protect Tua, you must get offensive linemen. Bring in Armstead, who was the left tackle, the stalwart tackle when Drew Brees was there. And even with the rotating carousel at quarterback last year for the Saints, when he was there and he's healthy, he's one of the better tackles. I think it really goes the top 3 tackles in this league in terms of the left tackle side in any particular order. In fact, you can write down your order in the comments. I think it goes Smith, Tyron Smith, Trent Williams, and Teron Armstead, because I think they're the best tackles. They don't make mistakes. That's what you want as a tackle. You don't want to make mistakes. The Panthers have restructured Christian McCaffrey's contract, clearing up about $5.5 million. A great move by the Panthers. Gotta figure out a way. Either you draft somebody or you trade for somebody at the quarterback position or at any position where you need desperate help. Clear up some cash and see if you can entice someone to come to Carolina. And finally, the former Chiefs wide receiver Demarcus Robinson is to sign with the Raiders. This is prevalent to what we're going to talk about in a future video about the Tyreek Hill and the Chiefs situation. But I think this is a good signing by the Raiders to bring in Robinson. A tall guy. Let's see what he can do with Devontae Adams on the other side.